Hello, my name's Amari, and this is our review and summary of Scrambled. So, summarize it. At 34, Nellie has gone to many weddings, many baby showers, and while she has no desire to have a child right now, she knows she's entering that stage where most doctors would consider any pregnancy she has as geriatric, which, according to WebMD, starts at 35. So, with that in mind, Nellie wants to freeze her eggs, but with her job being selling jewelry on Etsy, paying thousands of dollars for drugs, the procedure required, all of that's a little bit out of her reach. Luckily, her brother is able to help with the money since he's doing well, but the journey of injecting herself, dealing with hormones, and then on top of that, dealing with not only the regrets of people that she could have potentially had a kid with, but also the people in her life who kind of judge her regarding doing this process. It's a lot, and we watch as she tries to get through that without losing her mind. So the most notable highlight when it comes to this film is that the struggle of getting older and being single, while you can definitely see in some ways it's very gender specific, like the women unable to, like many men, such as Nellie's brother, have kids into their 70s, 80s, and beyond. There's also just the general pressure of producing a grandchild, seeing all your friends pair off, have kids, make families, and you, of course, always welcome as an aunt or uncle, or the non-binary version of that, yet at the same time realizing that as much as you can have a fulfilling life without children, without family and stuff like that, even if you're not ready now, you could be later, and just finding somebody who could be on your timeline is a challenge. Never mind, as you're going on this personal journey toward trying to figure out, do you want a family? Do you want kids? Do you want to have a partner? Do you want to do it on your own? There's all this pressure from society regarding what you should be doing. And on top of that, there's the issue of when you're in these low moments of thinking maybe you made the wrong decisions because of social media, because of cell phones, you always have the opportunity to hit up people who you forgot selectively why things didn't work out. There's always dating apps that lead to you causing more drama for yourself, and just watching Nellie go through all of that, it helps you appreciate the struggle, which is not finding the person who is D1 for you at the right time, at the right place, maybe even at the right moment, considering where you may be in life. With that said, as much as you can imagine, this could be a potentially heavy topic dealing with getting older, having to freeze eggs, society's expectations, and commentary. This movie still is very much kind of a comedy. I won't say it's like a laugh out loud comedy, but it definitely flies by to the point that even with this movie being an hour and 37 minutes, it doesn't really feel like that, just because it doesn't really focus too much on the potential fat of it all. It's very much focused on Nellie and everybody else. I don't want to say they're talking heads, but getting to what could be considered on the fence topic, pretty much they are talking heads. You don't really get to know Nellie's parents. You don't really get to know her brother all that much besides a little bit of her perspective on him. And when it comes to Nellie's best friends and other people in her life, you understand that a trigger for all this. You also can see that some of them are the reason why she kind of feels uncomfortable or finds this whole process challenging, to the point where she mainly does everything on her own. But as for saying I really know who this person is, who that person is, that's not really done here. You know Nellie. You know this person's Nellie's friend, brother, mother, father, but beyond the title that she has for them in her life, you don't really build a relationship without her as a third party. But overall, when it comes to Scrambled, definitely something I think is worth seeing, for it takes on the topic of freezing eggs and what leads to that decision in a way that balances out the societal pressure the comedy that can come from it, and the feeling of just potentially never being ready, or unfortunately with the way that society pushes people, you having to break the norm of knowing what you want by 30, breaking that you have to be on autopilot with your bills on autopay and all that, and accept the fact that you are part of a new norm that unfortunately most people refuse to accept.